day and talk until the morning. Let me tell you a short story about our lovely host today. He once was very lonely and played puppets every day. They gather around a silent crowd. They knew not what to say. But since you're here, it's very clear those days have gone away. Octavio's puppet show's about to start at any minute. The stage is set and the lights are out. He'll be here in a moment. Turn that crowd upside down. You don't need that where we're going. Welcome to the greatest puppet show in all the planets. Octavio's puppet show. Octavio's puppet show. Octavio's puppet show. Octavio's puppet show. Hello? Can you hear me? Hi? Hello, hello, hello. It is I, the opulent octatonic operatic puppeteer. From Bounty Hunter Unit Armies of All Stars English. My name starts with no, ends with no. My name is Octavio. Hello. Octoposse, what's up? Welcome, welcome everybody. How is you? It's a bit cold. It's really cold actually. But hello, wait, let me just set things up here. It's kind of weird. I'm sorry for being a bit late, but I had to do more setup, more aside from the scenes. I forgot there's stuff like stream keys and everything that I need to think about. Also need to open this over here. Wow. So many things, but welcome, welcome. Hi. Hope you guys are doing great. My voice, am I okay? My voice is... I'm tired. I'm tired today. Can feel it cold for everyone. I mean, I did come from another long day today. I mean, every day has been a long day today. So, I'm basically just bundled up right now. I have like, I'm in my Taylor Swift hoodie. And then I have like a little blankie right now. And I just have my like arms close to my body, right? My hands in my armpits. And also, I'm using different equipment today. I'm using a different equipment. Don't you have a heater? Yes, there's a heater, but it doesn't work. It's not working, right? It's currently at 25 degrees for the heater, and it's currently only heating the part where the beam is going, you know, the beam of air is going, but it's not heating the lower parts of the room where my feet are, where the legs are, right? It's just the upper part, like my head, my body, but the floor is so cold still. But yeah, I mean, either way, I'm tired today. I know. I'm sure you didn't expect. I hope you didn't expect like a usual like energetic stream like before I went here to Xenokuni. But I think after today, things are gonna let up just a little bit. But things are gonna become truly, truly relaxed in a few more days. But today, I was able to stream today because today was the end of a long series of days where, you know, we can talk about it. We can talk about where, you know, it's just insane. I mean, that's the price to pay for going to Japan late. I mean, Xenokuni late compared to the others. But welcome, hello. I'm glad you guys are here. even on such short notice, I really wanted to stream today because I didn't want you to hear me first on stream on Holo Marches. I wanted to talk to you personally before I showed up on Ruse's stream. So hello. And also, Ruse is trying to kidnap my microphone for use in Holo Marches. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna use it first before you kidnap my microphone, okay? And so I'm using it now. Yep. Let's see. I see a bunch of things going on. Guri, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Atsushi for the 12 months. Welcome back, Maestro. Also 1 year. Yippee! Thank you for the 1 year. Kex Krieger, before we start, could I possibly give you the idea of Phantom of the Opera, rewrite the stars from the Greatest Showman cover with you and ERB? Please, 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 please. Well, probably can't do like an official cover. We probably can do like an archive karaoke duet performance of Phantom of the Opera 1, but not Greatest Showman, unfortunately, because Disney owns Fox. So can't do that. But who knows? Possibly in the future. But thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Mikaze, thank you for the 14 months. Thank you. 14 months. Nyajime for the 14 months as well. Welcome back, Mother. We miss you. Well. Mother? Okay. I am your mom. Yes. Thank you so much for the 14. 80 Radio for the 1 year. Miss you. Thank you, thank you. For the blow puppet. Nini for the sock puppet for 11 months. Almost there. You're almost at 1 year. Thank you, thank you. LX, welcome back. Blue Thang, thank you. Koji for the sock puppet for 7 months. Thank you. Grace Otsu for the long week and welcome back. Thank you for the 14 months. Oh, I'm going to show you something I learned today. I mean, not today, but for the past week. It's the best way to say this. I mean, it's my best performance of this saying to date. So to everyone who's giving memberships and doing the supas, arigatou gozaimasu. See? Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah. I'm basically a local now. Azamas. Azamas. Os. Right. Thank you, thank you. Eisenor, thank you for the 14 months. Thank you. 14 months. Oh my, Otsu Maestro, and stay warm, snug, and comfy. Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I swear to God. I'm trying. Help. Izukaze, thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. I think you forgot about me at the airport. You removed me from your hair for a second, and I'm still here. You could at least put me at home. Well, currently you're not. I think you fell from the plane while I was traveling. Unfortunately. I'll need to find you. I wonder which country you found yourself in, Izukaze. But thank you so much. Thank you. Becca for the 14 months. Welcome back, Maestro. May you have fun time in Xenokuni and stay warm. I am trying. I'm really trying. Guri, thank you for 8 months. Shadow Puppet 2, welcome back. A coin to wish you prosperity and the best of luck for your trip. I will keep this coin in my wallet and use it to pay for something. Right? For half-price sushi. Thank you, thank you. Kemoth for the 7 months. Stay warm. Also, welcome back. Miss you. : V:. Thank you so much for 7 months. Teleshina for the Akasupa. For the red sopa. The red raw cat soup. Thank you. Get the freaking heat tech. I have a heat tech. I have heat tech. I have heat tech. Yes, I do. Am I using it? Not really. Kimeka Cosplay, 3 months. Welcome back. I hope to see you back, but take it easy if you need to. We will always be waiting for you. Thank you, Kimeka Cosplay. Okay, let's read the rest of the... Wait, is that a... Wait, oh, there's just a few more. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? What? B Turl, thank you. Nihongo Jozu. Thank you. That's me. That's me. Yukirinto, welcome back. Thank you for the super. I'm glad to be back finally. I can't wait to start streaming again. Targain for the Shadow Puppet, 13 months. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's talk more about Xenokuni. Thank you everybody for the memberships. I'm gonna read all the others after a few minutes of talking. I can't. This is turning into a membership reading stream, but I will read all your memberships and all your milestones and super chats in a bit. You can layer heat tech, also get stocks. I want to get stocks. Also want to get socks. What's the sense of buying if you're not... I do have my Vicks inhaler with me. Yes. So, okay, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. I have heat tech, but let's start from the beginning. So, you may have noticed I went to Xenokuni a bit later than all the others, right? And that's because I have a lot going on at home, as you may know, right? I had to move, my mother's health, amongst other things, and I had to prioritize that. And so I asked Mane-san, what is the absolute latest that I can go to Japan? What is the absolute most minimalist time that I can go to Japan? Now, unfortunately, that's the case now. Now, last year, you know, things were a little bit more stable, a little bit more normal. And that if that was the case still this year, then I would have stayed here for like 3 months, probably. But unfortunately, my case is a bit different from the others. And so I can't really stay here for long. But it's still longer than before, right? It's still going to be longer than before. I'll be here for a long time. But definitely not 3 months. But around, you'll see. You'll see. Even I don't know. I'm doing the math in my head. How long can I be here? But who knows? Maybe one day I can just be here longer. Maybe next year, right? Even now, before I left South Elysium, I sorted all my mom's medications into little plastic bags that were labeled, for example, February 17. These are February 17 a.m. bunch of medications. February 17 noon medications. PM. These are all the medications, and that's labeled until like friggin' March 6 or something. March 8, March 10. You know, just around March, like March, mid-March. Now, beyond that, I wasn't able to do it because that was a lot. There was a lot of medications, and so I'm trying to. I guess when that time comes, I'm just gonna be like, "Mom, drink this, and that. Drink this and that. Drink this and that." Okay. But yeah, so I did that, and hopefully everything's okay there, and so I had to go. When did I leave for Japan? I mean, Xenokuni. When did I leave for Japan? I mean, Xenokuni. When was it? February. I think it was February 17. Yeah, February 17. I left for Japan. Or February 18. I don't remember. But it was early morning that I had to go. Yeah, I think it was Feb 17 in the morning. And so I arrived here at around... Oh, at the airport, I was stressing. I was stressing. Because of what we know about Gerard's experience at the airport. Right? You guys know what Gerard's experience was? Pretty sure he talked about it already. Where immigration was looking for a certain document. And he was held up for super long, right? And so, like days before, I was trying to find what the hell that document is. And I think the document is called something like an overseas... like an overseas employment certificate or something. Yeah. And so I went to all the government offices to get that. And the final conclusion was that I don't need that said document. Because I'm not going to be like, you know, a permanent overseas South Elysian worker, right? I don't need... I'm not going to be here for permanent. I'm not going to work here like forever, right? And that document is specifically only for that. So the solution is that when you go through the immigration and they ask for this document from you, which they will, is to say that you're just there for a short-term stay, right? Just a short-term stay. Yeah, overseas South Elysian worker, yes. Just short-term stay. And because here's the thing, because even if I needed that document, I think the document costs like 7k South Elysian coins. And I was like, wait, but Gerard was able to go to Japan without paying 7,000 South Elysian coins. Now, if I go through the proper channels, I'll pay 7k? No way. Right? So I probably don't need it. So I was stressing because I had nothing to show for it. I had nothing to show the immigration officer if they ever tell me. Even just a written thing maybe from a Japanese government office telling the immigration that no, this person does not need anything else to go to Japan. I have nothing, right? And he had an upgraded seat, yes. And this is what happened. I went through the immigration. I was stressing. And then they asked for the document. And then I was like, I looked them in the eye and said, short-term stay lang po. And they were like, ay. Checked my passport. Did the thing. Then gave my passport back to me. And I went to the baggage scanning place. Ay. Short-term stay. Yeah, talk no jutsu. Short-term stay. Ay. Okay. That's all I had to say. The problem is I went to the airport around maybe literally really 4 hours before my flight. Maybe more than 4. Maybe more than 4 hours. Right? And because I was expecting maybe to be interrogated by who knows what happens at the airport for hours and then eventually upgraded, who knows. But no, nothing happened. And now I had 4 hours of time to kill before flying. But I was so happy when I got through. I was like, ooh. So that was it. I immediately messaged Gerard. I messaged Gerard like what? At 4 a.m. Like, bro, I just said short-term stay and that's it. I didn't go through anything. How's the airport stay? I stayed at... I was looking for some place to stay in the airport. I mean, there were lounges, but the lounges were all freaking full. I just settled down at a Wildflower. Yeah, like a Wildflower. And just had like a Danish and a coffee. And listened to a podcast for 4 hours. And then boarded. And everything was fine. Now here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. You know what? Me and planes, I'm scared. I'm scared of planes. Always. Are tickets for early flights much cheaper? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Cover paid for the ticket. I don't know how much it costs, but thank you so much. Over. Pag may alam sa mga batas din de moto. Yeah, the keys to stay relaxed, as they say, sense the nerves. Exactly. I wonder what Gerard... I wonder what kind of aura Gerard gave off when he was talking to immigration. And it was probably like... The what? No, I swear to God. I'm not trying to get here illegally. No. Probably not. The nervous aura. No, he probably was chill until they asked for the OEC. Yung OEC niyo po. And that's when he was like, something turned on in his monkey brain. It was like, I don't know. You know? Um. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? And I have Gerard impression. Yeah, I've been around him for so long these past few days that I just picked it up. He played Hapunan, right? He played Hapunan recently. Great game, love it. And anyway, me and planes. I'm scared of planes. Planes are scarier the further away you are from your flight. There's something about I mean, there's not. It's easy to tell what it is about planes that's scary because you can die, right? You can get on that plane and die the next day. Then many days leading up to my plane ride, I was looking at my house, and I was like, oh, this might be the last day I'll see this house. Right, I was looking at my video games. Oh, I had a fun time. I learned so much. From you video games. You made my life so much better and brighter. So thank you for turning me into the man that I've become today. Video games. I was looking at Onion Boy. I was like, I'm sorry if I don't come back. I did love you, Onion Boy. It's just something happened to me. I'm sorry, right? I was looking all around my house. I was reflecting on my life because honestly, have you guys seen all that news about all that plane stuff going on? I think I was justified in my thoughts of the plane crash. And here was what's going on. I was sitting by myself in the Wildflower at the airport. Then, after 2 hours of waiting, news hit on Twitter about this plane crash in Elysium, America. And I saw this. What? What the hell? And then when I went to the boarding gate, I was looking at my plane. I was like, nah, surely that plane crash in Elysium, America is like a smaller airline, right? It was a smaller plane than the one that I embarked on and is gonna embark on. And then I checked my plane, then I checked the plane on the Twitter post, and I was like, it's the same looking plane! It's the same size! Right? It's the same size! I was like, no! This is it, Pansit! This is it. Although, this time I didn't go on, ANA. I got South Elysian Airlines this time, which is actually pretty great, It's been a while since I've been on South Elysian Airlines. Usually, right, if you're going to places, you take the cheaper one, which is the South Elysian Pacific. But this, I got the South Elysian Airlines, and if there's an airline that I can trust, then it's definitely, South Elysian Airlines is definitely up there, right? And also, I wasn't stressing about Japanese, like talking Japanese or anything. I can just speak in my mother tongue with people who speak my mother tongue as well. I won't have to... there's gonna be no confusion about chicken or beef, right? Chicken or fish. I'll just say things, chicken po. May apple juice po. Right? And, now, here's the funny thing. The ticket that cover got me was a middle seat in an aisle of 3 seats. They got me a middle seat. So there's gonna be a person on my left and a person on my right. Now, during my online check-in, I had the option of upgrading to the seat to my right. At least to an aisle seat, the seat to my left, or the seat to my right, the window seat. However, there was an additional 3,000 South Elysian coin. The 3,000 South Elysian coins to upgrade. And I was like, I could press this upgrade button now and have some poor cover employee's credit card suddenly be charged with, I don't know, 7,000 yen or something. And I was like, no, I'm just... I was like, nah, it's fine. Let's take that seat. I can live with that. And then, though they did give me, it was economy, but they did give me the seat in economy, which had the expanded like foot space. So that was great. And so I went there, and all I was hoping was I had no one beside me. Like, all I was hoping was this flight wasn't fully packed and that no one was to my left or to my right. And so I went inside, and I was around the front of the plane, actually. Like the very front. Like there was a row right before business class, and then one row behind that. I was there. And then I noticed that we were waiting, and I still wasn't beside anybody. I was in my seat, and there was no one coming to my left or to my right. But then, like maybe 1 minute before the scheduled time or 5 minutes before the scheduled time, someone came in and sat to my left. Sat to my left. And so, and then they closed the doors. No one was to my right. I was like, yay! Let's go to the window seat. Yippee! Yippee! And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so lucky. Why am I so lucky and loved? Loved by G-O-D. G capital all small D. Yeah, I took the window seat. So I have no one to my left. And everything was A-okay for both of us, actually. For both the person in the aisle seat and me in the window seat, because we didn't have someone in between us. Shout out to the small G, big O, small D. Right. So I got that, and everything went swell. Here's one thing I have to say about South Elysian Airlines is that the takeoff, landing, smooth AF. Like, holy crap. When we had that takeoff, and I was like, wait, we're already in the air? Oh? What? We're already in the air? Then that's when I was like, okay, you know what? This is going to be a fun plane ride. I can tell already. It's going to be fun. It's just going to be chill. 3-4 hours of just me looking straight. Maybe sleeping. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it was with the... I think... I don't know what it was with the ANA last year. Maybe because it was a super big plane. Yeah, the ANA plane before was a really, really big plane. So I don't know what was happening there, but there was a bunch of turbulence. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, last year when we arrived in Japan, we had to circle through a storm over and over. That's why our landing was delayed, because we had to circle through a storm as we went lower and lower, right? And then that's when me and Gerard were like, I thought we were gonna die, right? But now it was just, I actually prefer now going to, I guess, Japan in the early morning, because when we landed, there was not a lot of people in the airport as compared to last year when we arrived like in the evening. In the evening, there's a lot of people. Well, but I arrived around around 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and there was nothing. There's so few people, right? Probably not a lot of planes landing. That the moment we got there, we were already in queue to land on the landing strip, right? So I actually prefer now to fly in the mornings, in the early mornings. It's crazy. And also in the evening, people are rushing towards a train and stuff like that. But when we landed, of course, first thing I did was go to the toilet and experience the bidet, the washlet. I'm saying it correctly now, washlet. Evening is packed, yeah. Early morning flights are so peak, nothing like watching sunrise. Oh yes, true. The tradition. The very first toilet that I saw, I went inside and was like, oh, we're finally in Japan. We're in Xenokuni for sure. And then did that and was like, great. Fiddled with my phone to get my eSIM going and my eSIM connected, and I messaged Jellymane and Jellymane, I'm here. And then Jellymane was like, I just realized you arrived a bit earlier than expected, but I'll be there this time and that time. Don't worry. Yeah, we are in Xenokuni now. So I got there and then did the whole walk from the plane to the immigration. And now I was better equipped now because of my trip last year. I registered with the Japan Web thing. You know, the Japan Web where you get a QR code. So, oh yeah, even the whole immigration process was so smooth because there was no one. Because no one was in line. I think it was just our flight. When we got there, I just went straight to whatever the fingerprint thing is. Then went straight to the immigration guy. He looked at my passport. And yeah. Then I was like at the baggage place in like 5 minutes. From immigration to baggage, 5 minutes. Yeah, biometrics. And I got there. And then this was the crazy thing. I had to sit down during the baggage claim because the baggage wasn't there yet. The baggage still wasn't in the the conveyor belt still wasn't working. It wasn't showing the baggage yet. So I had to sit down first and had to check, Discord more. Had to check anything I missed during the time I was flying. And then by the time I was done with my phone, I looked up towards the baggage counter, and then I saw the lady who was there's a lady like where the baggage comes out of the thing, where she kind of protects the baggage from trauma, like bah, bah. She kind of puts something there where the baggage is to protect them from trauma or whatever. Then I looked towards the baggage counter where the lady is, and then I saw my bag. I saw my luggage. I was like, what? Fresh from the plane. Then I took it and I was like, holy crap. That's done. Wow, that's done. Immediately. What? Yeah, my luggage was first. And what's funny was Jellymane mentioned in the Discord is that I'll probably be there at the at the outlet, whatever, when I go out of the baggage area. He'll probably be there first unless I have the smoothest like process of immigration ever. And what's funny is I had the smoothest immigration process ever. Like out of all the times I've traveled, that was just perfect. Nothing went wrong. And then I went out, and then Jellymane was there. And then that's the first time meeting Jellymane in the flesh. Right. And that was great. Such a main character moment. I was so surprised how easy it was. So, mental note. Next time I travel to Japan, morning flight. Next time you travel to Japan, take a morning flight. Much easier. Such a contrast. Yeah. Now, this is what I was saying, is that, damn, I have nothing to tell. I have no Japan story to tell because of this, because it was all smooth. But I guess that's my story. It's just smooth. As compared to Gerard, where it's like, He's stressing. Was it an early morning flight or like the morning close to noon flight? It was. Let's see. I guess the flight was 8 to 9 a.m. So it was morning already, not early morning. 8 to 9 a.m. Then by the time you arrive, it's already like 1 p.m. Yep, that's it. So go to Japan at that time. Get those tickets. So chill. Yeah, you can't turn it into content. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, right? Which season do you think it's best to go to Japan? I have to say, I've only ever been to Japan like at the end of the winter season and now within the winter season. And I have to say, this winter season definitely is an experience to be had. I'm pretty sure it's probably colder elsewhere, but also people are saying that the current cold is an anomaly. I think it's an anomaly I think there's like a cold wave going on for just this week. Like last week was warmer and next week is going to be warmer as well. But this week is like a weird cold wave anomaly, which is really, so that's why it's really cold. So I'm like, it's an anomaly. So yeah. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy to be here during this cold wave anomaly because god damn it, it's so hot in South Elysium. I prefer this to that for sure. Typhoon, no, there's nothing. It's pretty nice. Weather is perfect. It's just cold. It's just cold AF. Right? Let me get to more of the memberships. Anal, thanks for the finger puppet. 3 months. Targain as well for 13 months. Thank you. Hope you're having fun in Xenokuni. Kaivana, bro, become Nihongo Josie with all the grinding. Otsu for your hard work. Thank you for 14 months, Kaivana. Nyajime, thank you for the stickers. The sticker of the dog saying one something. I can't read it. I'm too far. Mika, pat, not touching her head for working so hard. Thank you for the super. Ray, finger puppet, 2 months. Jedi Lemon for 10 months. Don't forget steam inhalation. Oh, I should do that. Steam inhalation. And Nekoshiki for the marionette. Oh, by the way, I brought my drawing tablet. So we are going to do that Obra Maestra stream I promised you here in Japan soon, probably tomorrow actually. But thank you so much for Marionette. Welcome back. I know you're swamped with idol duties, but I hope you enjoy your stay here. Take care and stay warm. Thank you so much for 13 months. You're getting your Marionette in the Obra Maestra tomorrow. Kai for toast. Legend says, as you read this milestone chat, you'll be warmed and protected from the cold Xenokuni air for the next 100 days. Yes, thank you. 100 days? I'm pretty sure I'll be at home within those 100 days. But thank you. Sasa for the finger puppet 14 months. Thank you. Crisscross 11 months. Welcome back, Maestro. Otsu for all the hard work. Stay warm. Thank you. Tina Yan, 13 months. So happy to hear your voice. Miss you so much. It's okay. Take care of yourself and stay warm. Nihongo, so cute. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yoko Chi, welcome Shadow Puppet. Thank you. For, Shadow Puppet, thank you. Yoko. Shuya Sensei, bro, I'm riding the plane soon. Stop scaring me. Don't you worry. As someone who survived a plane flight, don't you worry. Thank you for the 5 months. And Keigo, thank you for the sticker. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Your luck, bro. What? Okay, you know what? For everybody of you, for all of you who are gonna be flying within this week, I bless you with good luck and the smoothest immigration processes you've ever experienced in your life. Can't wait to get a job and offer my tits to the Church of O. I can't wait too. I also can't wait for that. All right. So, me and Jellymane, we finally met at the airport. Mugs, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. Sock Puppet, thank you. I met at the airport, and then I told Jellymane but that I was like, I tried setting up my Apple Wallet, and it doesn't work. So that was the hitch here. That was a hitch. The hitch with my trip is that Apple Wallet does not accept South Elysian cards for my Suica. Right? None of my cards work on it. So I can't really top up my Suica. Now, I'm not sure how Gerard was able to top his up. Now, this is... Gerard is so annoying, right? You ask him something, you're literally just trying to ask him something, trying to get some information out of him. It's like, how are you able to load your Suica? And all he says is, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. What? I don't know too. I just did this and that. I don't know, bro. It's like, you literally did it. How do you say you do not know? Tell me. It's like, I don't know. So, he didn't spill the beans. I want to thank you for the reminder about the Japan web thing coming over HOLOSTARS-EN. I almost forgot. Yeah, do the Japan web thing. Do it. Get a QR code. Then you get through it really quick. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, he's a gatekeeper. What a... He thinks I don't see through him. He's gatekeeping his knowledge. Right? Blech. Anyway. So, I never was able to load my Apple Wallet. And so we paired Jellymane's credit card with my Suica. So, thank you, Jelly Dad Mane, for being my dad here in Japan. I have his credit card in my Apple Wallet. Pretty cool. Free money. Shadow Puppet for 14 months winning winter. Didn't know you were streaming. Good to see that you were safe and able to stream. Happy 14 months and now I have to go back to work. Have a good stream. Have fun at work. Thank you. Jellymon and Glucose Guardian. I have currently spent... How much have I spent of Jellymon's money? I have spent... 14k yen of Jellymon's money. Not including the mascot plushies that I had him buy a few months ago. How much is a mascot plushie? How much is a mascot plushie? Jellyman sugar baby. How much yen is a mascot plushie? Help. 3k. So that's 3 mascot plushies, excluding mine because I got mine for free. 369. So that's 23k yen. Free money. Free money. Thank you. Right? Just charge it to cover. Don't worry, Jellymon. Just charge it to cover. I know you can do it. Just go to HR or something and be like, okay, I spent this much of my talent. Can you please reimburse me? See? These are all expected operating business expenses. Come on. Come on. So yeah, 4k of that is the Suica. 4k yen of that, 21k is the Suica card. And so I have his credit card and my Suica, and we went on a train, and we finally got to an apartment. Then we were supposed to go to Uniqlo to get like heat tech, right? The day I arrived. However, I was so tired. I was so tired from the travel because the night before I was just packing my stuff. I didn't sleep. So I was packing my stuff maybe around 7 p.m. Then I didn't sleep. I went straight to the airport at like 2 p.m. or something. 2 a.m. to get there at 4 a.m. And then, yeah. So when I arrived, I'm so sleepy. I can't go out anymore. And also, there was so much walking. There's so much walking to get to the apartment. Holy crap. I swear to God, that's like from the train station to like this apartment is like, I don't know, 15 minutes of walking every time. Oh God. I went from not walking at all in South Elysium and using like a tricycle every time to walking 15 minutes. What? So yeah, big shock. I mean, I wasn't shocked that there was walking, but you know, my body was still shocked. that it's suddenly walking was so long. Like in South Elysium, if you go to your Google Maps, you check a place you want to go to, and it says 3 minutes of walking. That's walkable. But at the end of it, you're gonna be like, now 5 minutes of walking, that's unwalkable. You better take a tricycle instead. Right? Better take a tricycle. Right? And now here, people willingly walk 20 minutes? Right? 15 minutes walking is not bad. Shut up! Shut up, you're lying. You're lying. 15 minutes is nothing. Shut up, I disagree. 3 minutes is the absolute max walking that I would do if I wasn't in Japan. Now, the thing about Japan is that my stamina for walking is extended by just a little bit because of the weather, right? Because it's cold. You know what? From 3 minutes, I expand my walking stamina to 6 minutes. Which is still not enough to reach 15 minutes, so whatever. I have no choice. There's no tricycle here to hire to get to my destination. I have no choice. I have to walk to get home. I can walk for 15 minutes, no sweat. Did this in the hot afternoon sun. Okay. Who cares? And? Yeah, I wish there was a tricycle here to get to my destination. Skill issue is walking under the sun for 15 minutes. Skill issue. Just get a tricycle. If the option is there. If not, then oh well. You have to walk. Yes. Have you used bike? I don't know how to use a bike. I don't know how to ride a bike. Rent a bike? I don't know. I don't know how to ride a bike. Yep, I don't know how to ride a bike. I see all these people on bikes. I'm like, I wish I knew how to ride a bike. But I don't know. Oh well, so no choice. I have to walk every day. So we finally got here, and Mane-san showed me the apartment, and the apartment is... I have to say, bruh. I can't describe this apartment to you, because you might clock it and be like, oh no, he lives in that place. You know? I can't describe it to you, but all I have to say is that this cover is very generous. Cover is very generous with this apartment. Holy crap. Like, is it good? It's really good. Like, it's in terms of amenities, in terms of how big it is, it's better than any hotel room I've ever stayed in. And I've stayed in hotels for casinos, right? You can live here forever. This feels like a forever apartment type of place. Yeah. You can live here. You know, get a wife, have them live here, have a child, maybe two, and you'll be fine. Right? That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. It's that good. Now, I don't know if the other boys have ever said whether they appreciate this apartment or not, but if they don't, then they're crazy, insane, non-compos mentis, and maybe should recalibrate their expectation of what's good or not. Because this is very generous. Okay, this is very generous of cover. Like, I'm gonna look at Yago and be like, thank you. You know, I don't deserve this. Like, I look at this. I don't deserve this apartment. I'm fine. I'm fine with just a 10 square foot room and a bed. You know? And this is much, 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 much more than that. Even Jellymania was like, when Jellymania looked at my apartment, he was like, "Ooh, whoa, this is fancy." And he pointed out something in here. It was like, this like square foot of space there, that's the most expensive part of this. That's the most expensive thing here. This like square foot of extra space over here, no one has that. But you have it. Oh, okay, cool. So every day I look at this apartment and I'm like, yeah. When Jellymania left, I sat down and I looked at this apartment and I cried. I cried, bro. I cried. Like, I'm thinking about my life without HOLOSTARS, right? I'm thinking about my life without HOLOSTARS. If I didn't get to HOLOSTARS, I probably would have gone to Japan still for a vacation, right? And then I probably would have gotten a hotel room, like a normal hotel room. A normal hotel room is literally a normal hotel room that's cheap, because I don't want to spend too much when I stay in Japan, right? You don't want to spend too much. You just want to get a small room with a bed, maybe a cabinet for your clothes, and a toilet, and that's it, right? That's all you need. Now, I'm thinking in an alternate dimension where I didn't get into HOLOSTARS or anything similar. I go to Japan, I get a small hotel room, and that's it. Right? But right now, I'm in this... I feel like I'm in GTA 5. I feel like I'm in GTA 5, like... I stole a bunch. I did a bunch of heists, you know, got a bunch of V-Bucks, and bought me a nice apartment. That's what it feels. It's that good. And right, it's that good. I hope the other boys appreciate what they have, because if not, then you don't deserve anything that you get. If you don't appreciate this, okay? It's really good. It's really good. But then you enter, you go further in, and you find out, oh, there's a whole streaming setup here too. Right? There's a whole streaming setup here. And I was surprised at the streaming setup too. So they got a nice little table, you know, some gaming paraphernalia. We got more than one monitor. See, more than one monitor. Wow, really? Okay, I see you. I think the GPU on this is really good too. Then, however, the best thing about this is the mixer that they provided. This mixer looks like pro audio equipment, right? Pro as heck audio equipment that I had a hard time understanding. But I'm pretty sure I'm not using it to its utmost capabilities at all. But it's there with its own XLR mic, right? This is a Shure. I think this is like the Shure podcast mic. A gaming chair. I mean, this gaming chair is pretty fine. It's a gaming chair, whatever, right? And yeah, and everything was on it already. OBS, everything I needed. OBS, our HoloLive app thing. The internet was already set up. There's like a USB-C cable. There's an Apple Lightning cable. There's a USB hub. There's extra extension cable, whatever. And what the hell is happening? Yeah, so I sat down on the couch, by the way. I sat down on the couch. And I looked at this apartment and I shed a tear. I shed a tear. Because, whoa. Whoa. See? Yeah, I told you could have 2 children here. You know, maybe 3. 3 would be a bit hard, but, you know. You would still make do. Now, however, one thing, there was a big problem. Is that when I arrived here and Jellymane left me, I realized that the apartment was so cold. It was so cold. I was not expecting this apartment to be cold because, you know, it's an indoor space and indoor space is supposed to be hot or like warm, right? And I was like, why is it so cold? I was shivering. The sun was going down. I was shivering. Like, what? Then I was looking at the ceiling. There are ACs. Where's the heater? These are air conditioners. Where's the heater? Right? And apparently the ACs are the heaters too, as well. I figured that out. There's a heater setting. I just have to Google Translate. You know, I just have to Google Translate the AC remote control to get the heater function, and so I turned on the heater function. However, it takes a while before everything becomes a bit more heated. So I was lying down on the couch. I was like, so cold. Then I was shivering. I got here maybe around 5 p.m. and I was shivering until like 8 p.m. I slept, but I was like, you know. And then 8 p.m. I was hungry. I was like, okay, it's time to go out. It's time to find a combini, right? And no, it's so cold inside, but I have to go out. And here's the thing. Of course, I wanted to go to the toilet, right? So I went to the place with the toilet, which is separate from everything. And this area where the toilet is found, the heater does not reach. The heater does not reach. So every time I go to the toilet, it's freezing cold. Yep. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter if I want to heat this place up. There's no heater in this area. And so I go to the toilet. The air is cold. However, the seat is heated. The seat is heated, but the air around me is freaking cold, bro. And so my body is cold, but my butt is cozy, you know. Perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. So that was great. So that's what I realized. If I go to the shower/bathtub, and to the toilet, and to the washing machine laundry area, it's gonna be cold AF. Okay. So I was like, okay, it's time to go out. It's time to go out into the open air and brave this tundra. Brave this tundra of a country. to get some food. And so I went out. And when I went out, I have no heat tech, no nothing. I just have my Taylor Swift hoodie. I was like, help me. Help. It's even colder. It's even colder. I think it was like 4 degrees or something. It's even colder. But I had to brave the cold. You know, before I went to Japan, I was watching this documentary about Iceland, and there was this Icelandic kid who had to go out at like 6 a.m. or something. It was like there was snow everywhere, and they had to go to school, and that's what it felt like, you know? That's what it felt like. It's freakishly cold here in my neighborhood this week too. Yeah. Like I said, there's a cold wave happening today. I mean, this week. That's why it's really, really cold. Is a tropical... Yeah, South Elysian is a desert. I can't believe my Taylor Swift hoodie was not helping this trip. It helped last trip, but now it was not helping. And not at all. It's still heckin' cold. Anyway, I got to the combini, but here, and got some food. I forgot what food I got. I think I got like a... What did I get? I got some chicken, maybe. And, of course, I still had my knowledge from last year. Atatame. Atatame is the heating. If you want it to be heated up. Then fukuro is the bag. And then you have to press the credit card option on the screen if you want to pay via credit card. And then you tap it. And then you're good to go. Right? Easy. Easy peasy. And then at the end you say, arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah. That was my first day in Japan. I was still slurring my arigatou gozaimasu. I didn't say it correctly. I was embarrassed. Arigatou gozaimasu. And so, on the way home, I was just repeating in my head, arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou gozaimasu, to gozaimasu, to gozaimasu, to, over and over. Arigatou gozaimasu. Get rid of the slurring. Get rid of the slurring in between the to and the go. That's where I mess up. To gozai, arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou gozaimasu. And so I got home. However, here's the thing. My monkey brain is definitely a detriment to me. My monkey brain cannot handle certain things. And you know what my monkey brain cannot handle? Leaving the heater on or the AC on when I leave home. When I leave home, I have everything turned off. Not a single thing should be turned on. And so my monkey brain says when I left home that I need to turn off the AC and the heater. So I turned everything off. And so when I came back, it was cold again. It was cold again. So I got back, turned on the heater, and I was shivering through my dinner. Shivering through my dinner. Again. But at least now I had the idea of turning on the TV. I turned on the TV, watched some Japanese TV. I just had some Japanese TV in the background. You know, I had a Japanese TV in the background and imagined what it would be like to be like a Japanese man with a Japanese family, living in a Japanese apartment where people would probably watch their own version of TV Patrol in the evening. And then that would be what they heard while they were eating their food, right? And it's great. Every day I turn the TV on here, you know, just to feel like I live here, right? So I ate that pretty good. I mean, it's really good, of course, as expected. And here's one thing I did not expect to deal with. And that's garbage disposal. Yep. So Cover, I don't know if it's Cover or the apartment, but they provided a guide to living here. It's funny. There's like a 10-page guide on how to live in this apartment. Like there's a whole frequently asked questions of washing machine doesn't work. Go check this, go check that. You know what's funny is that I can't find the remote. It's probably behind the curtain. You know? And there's also a checklist. There's also a checklist of like the equipment that Cover has here, and they labeled every single thing, and you need to cross-reference the code number and the equipment that you have, that everything's complete, and something like that, right? And then there were two big pages detailing garbage disposal, and I was like, huh? What? Garbage disposal? I just don't throw it in the garbage can? And apparently not. Apparently you just don't throw stuff in the garbage can. Right? There is stuff about combustibles, non-combustibles, plastic bottles, or you should put all of those in a transparent bag. Then at 8 a.m. in the morning is the collection of the bags, right? You need to separate the cans. You need to clean. You need to clean your garbage. Yeah. So that curry that you bought in the kombini, right? You clean it. You don't do this in what? You don't do this in South Elysium? Hell no! In South Elysium, all garbage just goes into one place. You put it outside and hope someone picks it up. Even the garbage collectors don't know how to segregate in South Elysium. I thought we did this in if you did this in South Elysium, it won't matter. Even if you segregate that garbage, the garbage collectors will come by and just put it all together anyway. They don't care. They're being paid like centavos. They don't care. Unfortunately true. It will depend definitely on your area, but I'm willing to believe 90% of South Elysium does not care. So unfortunate. So here though, apparently if you mess up with your categorization of your garbage, they will refuse to collect it. So if they see in your transparent bag that something doesn't belong or anything, I don't know how they do this, but this is my assumption. If they're like, hey, there's something inside that bag that's not supposed to be there, we're not gonna collect that. Whatever. Right? Whatever. We'll just leave it there. And then and in my mind is like, okay, so if that's mine, how will they know? How will they know? But I guess maybe they'll know. I don't know. But before we stayed in, I think last year, we stayed in a I think it was a hotel. Yeah, it was more of a hotel rather than an apartment. So I feel like if it's a hotel, I feel like hotels don't put the burden of segregation and garbage like disposal on their customers. So they just put like a garbage bag or whatever, garbage can, and then everybody just throws stuff there. And then I assume that they themselves do the segregating. But since this is an apartment, then you need to do it, right? You need to do it. But for hotels, I'm pretty sure they do it for their tenants, right? Of course, because hotels usually it's a bunch of foreigners who don't know the rules and everything, so they just do it for them. It's hospitality, right? Now I actually have to live like a Xenokunians. Exactly. So this morning I just dropped off my first transparent bag. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna go to the trash area and see if my bag was collected. If my bag was collected, then I know that I was correct with all the stuff that I put there, right? But if it's still there, I'm like, oh crap! Oh no, what did I put here? So yeah, so I've been like cleaning my garbage. I haven't like been cleaning it like with soap or anything. I've just been removing like maybe the oils and the food, whatever, in there. Then putting in the garbage. You need to do that. I think you need to do it. Maybe some people don't do it. And honestly, how will they know? But you know what? I'm trying to live like a local. So I did it. What I'm confused about though is that they say plastic bottles need to be in a different transparent bag, and also cans need to be like cleaned and crushed and should also be in a separate bag as well. Now my question is, I have only drank 1 can of soda and drank 1 bottle of soda. And should I just put 1 can of soda in a transparent bag and then throw that away? Here's my thinking. Should I just put that... Let's say at the end of my trip, I only drank 1. I only drank 1 can. And only drank 1 bottle. Do I put it in... Do I just put it in 1 plastic bag and then throw that away? Or... do I bring it to South Elysium with me? And the third option is I drink more. I drink more cans and I drink more bottles. Ipunin mo. Isa lang! I don't drink cans of soda every day. That's probably the only can I'll drink. You know? Unless I like consciously go out and buy cans. I'm not like Crimson Ruse, who just keeps drinking his energy drinks, right? Find a public trash can and throw it there. Oh, you're right. I'm gonna bring it to the cover office and throw it there. I can't believe that's what I'm gonna do. Give it. Oh yeah, I should give it to Ruse. Then can you put this in your transparent bag? Thank you. I'm gonna go to the cover office and then throw it in their in their trash cans. There are no public trash cans in Japan though. What the hell? Okay, so therefore I'm bringing it to the cover office. God damn it. Or maybe I should just buy more cans. I don't know what to do. I am honestly at a loss. I already threw my first garbage bag, but I have I have an empty can and an empty bottle on my counter that I don't know what to do with. Either give it to Ruse or buy more drinks. Buy more drinks? What the hell? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Who cares? I mean, we care, but in South Elysium, no one cares. No one cares. Give it to Ruse, it's okay. You're going to Ruse tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'm gonna bring it to his place. I'm gonna bring it to Ruse's place and then put it in his in his transparent bags. I told you in South Elysium, even the garbage men don't care about reduce, reuse, recycle. I'm telling you. All of your trash just goes into the same place. Maybe dumped in the ocean. Unfortunately, we don't live in Pee-Poo-Pa land. We don't live in a fairy tale perfect land. We live in South Elysium. They just throw it in the river. They get your recycled. They look at your recycle trash can. They're like, interesting. Oh, bunch of recyclable stuff. Nice. Straight to the river. Right. Straight to the river. Oh, this guy spent like their whole week segregating their garbage. That's cool. Me, the garbage man who's taking all of this, throw it straight into the river. You know. And then take it again for the photo op. True. We weren't born yesterday. We weren't born yesterday. Depends on the area. Maybe a more affluent area. Maybe a more affluent area would be more strict with their rules. But how many affluent areas are there in South Elysium? That's like 10% maybe. It's your 10% versus the 90%. Now, if you're happy with, just you doing your own part, I did my own part, and that's what matters, right? Because honestly, that's fine, because you really can't do anything else about things you cannot control. Which is why it's crazy to see here that everyone is consciously following all of these rules. Like, what? Everyone is just in it. Right? Everyone's just throwing their trash in correct places. I see a bunch of transparent bags just, you know, neatly piled with actual plastic and paper inside or whatever. And I'm like, huh? Why? Why? I know why. I know why we can't do it in South Elysium. It's the weather. It's the heat, right? When you're under the hot sun and you have a can in your pocket, you don't go look for a recyclable, you don't go look for an appropriate garbage can. You throw it at the side of the street. Unfortunately. And then you pee on a tree. Unfortunately. Right? Unfortunately. But yeah, so I finally figured out the trash situation, and I have a reliable kombini. Now here is one thing. Always in that order. Always in that order. Here's one thing I noticed is that my first 2 trips to the kombini was great, right? Atatame, hi, onegai shimasu. Fukuro something something. Hi, onegai shimasu. Then take everything. Arigatou gozaimasu. Then get out. Now, on my 3rd and 4th trips to this specific kombini, this guy, like, very clearly said, Fukuro. It was a sentence, but Fukuro was there. Fukuro something something, right? And I said, hi. And then I paid and everything. And then when I looked back at the counter, my food was on the table. And he was just looking at me. And I was like, oh, okay, so, okay, I'm getting my sandwich, my onigiri, and my drink in my hands, and I'm going out of this kombini without a bag. Okay, thank you. I was like, huh? What happened? I said hi. I said yes to Fukuro. He said Fukuro, and I said yes. And then I did not get a Fukuro. And so I was walking home with food in my hand because my pockets were small. I couldn't put this food in my pockets. And then I went back to my room and ate it. Fine, right? The next day, I went back to that same kombini. And he said, Fukuro! And I said, hi! I had like this time I bought like a rice meal. Right? And then after I paid, I looked at the counter and my food was still on the table. And I was like, okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. And I had my rice meal in my hand and my drink as I went home. What's the deal with that? What's the deal with that? I mean, that's okay. I mean, I was taught that if you want to say no, well, if you don't need the Fukuro, you say "Ie daijoubu desu" with a hand gesture, right? You say "Ie daijoubu desu" with a hand gesture to say no. And actually, someone here said in chat that makes so much sense. They probably were like, "Do you not need a Fukuro?" That's probably what they said. Do you not need a Fukuro? You don't need a Fukuro, right? They probably did that. They flipped the script on me. which is a weird sentence to ask someone. The mind games. Do you not need a fukuro? Do you not need an atatame? Yes, I don't need to pay as well. You know? Why you're still standing there waiting on the fukuro? He's like, let me see if you're a Nihongo, if you're really Nihongo Jozu, and you're not just listening for keywords. Bro, I'm just listening for keywords. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. When you say fukuro, I say yes, bro. It's like when I say jump, I say hi, how high. When you say fukuro, I say yes, all the time. So I never went back to that kombini. I never went back to that kombini. Ever since then, I went to the nearby Family Mart instead. Right? I went to the 7-Eleven at the cover office instead, like near there. Whatever. I never went back because that guy's just gonna keep debating me into one day I'm gonna be buying my dinner, my breakfast, and my lunch. And then he's gonna ask me, Fukuront? And I'm like, Fuku, yes. And then I'll need to like football hold all this food as I go home. Fukuront? Fuku, yes, bro. Fuku understood. So, never going back there. Maybe they ran out of bags and that's what I was trying to say you. Oh, Fuku, you. Fuku, you too. This. So yeah. So the keyword strategy is not fail-safe. It's not like a foolproof, unfortunately. Maybe start bringing your own bag. I just want to go out and buy breakfast and go home. Why do I always need to bring a backpack just to do that? I guess now, yeah. When I go back to that kombini, I'm gonna be ready with a echo bag. I don't have an echo bag. I probably should get like Haka's echo bag. Echo bag. I don't have an echo bag. I have a plastic bag. Yeah, I need Haka's echo bag. I only have. No, I should bring my luggage. I should bring my luggage there. The fukuro. You don't need a fukuro, and I'm like, I have a fukuro here. Look at this. 23 kilograms of fukuro. Huh? How you like that? Put that in there. Actually, I have my own fukuro. It has wheels. So yeah. So that's what's been happening to me. Here's one thing though that so I can't really talk to you about what I've been doing, but all I can tell you is that every day since I got here. So 17th I arrived. 18 I go to work immediately. Right? Let me check my schedule. Let me check my calendar here. So 18 work immediately. Got home 10 p.m. 19 work immediately. Got home at 10 p.m. 20 work immediately. Got home at 10 p.m. You know? Go to the office or whatever, wherever I need to be at 10 a.m. Get home at 10 p.m. Then on the day that I was able to get out early, that's when we had to go out with Axel and the other boys. Right? Go home at 1 a.m. Right? So as much as I wanted to stream, at least one little stream, I couldn't because I was so tired. Okay, but you know, that's been my schedule, and finally today I was able to get home at 8 p.m. That's why I was able to stream now at 10 p.m. So yeah. The first person I met here, aside from the Manes, was Ruse. Actually, on the day I arrived, I messaged Ruse immediately. I was like, Ruse, are you here? Because me and Ruse live fairly close to each other, right? Whereas the others are in a different area completely. So me and Ruse live near each other, and I was like, Ruse, are you here? And then that's when I was shivering myself to sleep. And apparently he messaged me. I was like, wake up. And I'm sorry, I was shivering myself to sleep. So I wasn't able to go out. Then the next day, that's when I was able to meet Ruse. In the evening, he said that like he has a ramen place that he goes to in the station that we drop off. So I went to the station, then I waited for him. And he was like, 1 second, power walking. And he was power walking to get to the station. And then we ate some ramen. What's funny is that when we ate ramen, that was my first time, at least this trip, eating at not a kombini. I mean, that was like the second day. And they have like this thing outside where you press buttons to order something. And everything's in Japanese. There's no English translation anywhere for the ramen. No English translation at all. But then I asked him, what's that? What's that? What are you going to order? What should we order? And he was like, oh, it's easy to translate. You know, this is the most expensive thing here is 1 to 80. The next one is 1 to 30. That's probably the ramen, right? That's probably the ramen. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna press the 1 to 80. I press the 1 to 80. And then you know what? He paid for my ramen. Yeah. Bro's basically Japanese. Like it's like he lives in Japan. It's like, oh, you're visiting me. I'm gonna pay for your food. He paid for my ramen. Yeah. Through Shashingo, so it's basically, yeah, exactly. It's like you visited a relative and they're like, let me show you around them. Let me show you to a nice ramen place. I'm gonna pay for your food. Welcome to Japan, right? It's like, ooh, do you like the 1 to 80 or 1 to 30? 1 to 80. See, damn, Nihongo Jozu. Nihongo Jozu Ruse just looks at the price and was like, that's probably the ramen, right? And so we ate the ramen. It was great. We talked a bit. We talked a lot during the ramen thing. What did we talk about? Can't really tell you. It's about work and a bunch of things. But it was a nice little cozy little place. Ramen was good, as expected. And then went home, walked the whole 15 minutes home, and that's it. And the next day, that's when I finally met the others. That's when I was at the office like earlier than the rest because I had more work than them for something that's gonna come out soon. You know, you've seen it already, right? You've seen what that is. You've seen it. You've seen it. So it's gonna be amazing because I was at the office. I did that at the office, so that's gonna be great. Then when I got there, I actually met the Take 'Em Down, like composer, like the melody and something composer. I met them. And they were super nice. They were super nice to me. And it's funny. It's funny. I go there, right? I go there. And I go to that place just expecting to be like, this guy, like, this Mane is like, bring your child to work day. And okay, I'm there. But it's always funny when they're like, Octavio-san. Oh, yeah, you know me? Oh, yeah, of course you know me. I'm a talent in this company. You're right, of course. Of course you know me. Octavio-san. Like, oh, I really love your music making streams. And I'm like, oh no, I'm so embarrassed. You I just started learning. Fan of your music making. It's so fun. They're so nice and relaxing. And then they were like, I actually made the Take 'Em Down. Like, I actually was one of the composers for Take 'Em Down. And like, oh my God, yes. What did you do there? I did the melody and the kind of like the lyrics and how they sound and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah. And he was like, thank you so much for your feedback and your notes. And that's when I realized, remember when I talked about the Take 'Em Down notes? I had a lot of notes. And I was like, I'm sorry for all my notes. I mean, I loved your work. It's just I just have a lot of notes usually, right? It's like, no, that's totally fine because of that, I was able to make a better melody because of that, right? Because remember, I told you the first melody that there was a first version of it that really, it was good, but it wasn't as catchy and as I guess wasn't as, it was a bit hard to digest compared to the one that we got because it's an iterative process, right? You keep changing it until it's like better and better and better. And he was like, yes, he agrees that the first like version of it, of course, was rough. And he told the arranger that he was like, you know what, I'll try and do a different melody on this with the feedback from the talent and stuff like that. Okay? And then they iterated and then yeah, and that's how Take 'Em Down was made. So I met him, super nice guy. And I was a bit embarrassed because I looked at his setup, right? I looked at the cover like studio setup of the sound mixing area. I was like, bro, I just listened to this song with my little headphones, and I'm sorry for commenting on your mix. I'm sorry for commenting on any of the mixes that happen here. When you literally mix in this really nice place with big ass studio monitors and like actual acoustic treatment, and I'm here in my bedroom listening with my headphones, like maybe a little bit less of the harsh tone, maybe tone down the de-esser or something like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for judging, for commenting on your mixes when you're literally mixing in this like professional studio environment, and I'm just here, criticizing this piece of work based on my little headphones that cost less than $100. But it's good to know that they appreciate it. So yeah. Yeah, true. It needs to sound good on, a typical consumer headphone, typical consumer like sound devices. True. AirPods need to sound good on AirPods or car speakers, right? So at least they didn't seem mad at me at the very least. They didn't seem like they were mad at me, which is great. So I guess that's fine. I'm happy I was able to meet him. Meet one of the composers. Then I finally met Gibby again. You know what's funny? Meeting the Armis boys, it's really... how after a while, after a long like gap between meeting some of your friends, you're like... there's a little bit of awkwardness, right? But for the Armis boys, like, nope, nothing. There's nothing. Like, oh, hey, you're here. Oh, yeah. Get to recording, bro. Met Gibby. Then afterwards met Gerard. Then we all just went to one place, and that's when we recorded our first, like, the Armis Assemble thing. Armis Assemble! And yeah. That was our first complete meeting, and apparently Ruse has been having a hard time wrangling Gerard and Gibby to be in one place all together. But fortunately we had a day at the office for all of us to be there, and so we were able to meet because of work. Then what happened after that? I guess we did go after that, yeah, Axel was inviting. We invited Axel. Axel just wanted to go out with all of us anyway. So we went out. Went to yakiniku with Axel and the boys. What happened? How much did people tell about this outing that we went through? We went to. I need to know how much people have shared. Gerard told a lot. Super drunk Gibby story. Gerard spilled. They don't. So it started out pretty normal. Started out pretty normal. I remember I remember Axel said to go to this certain place. Oh, right. So this was the time that my foot hurt. Right? My foot was hurting because of all the walking, my left foot. Now, remember, I have a problem with gout. Right? So I was scared that this was gout, but it seems like this isn't gout. This is more strain. Right? This is more strain. But fortunately, Shikamane bought me medications. Bought me pain relievers and stuff like that. So I was able to take that. Though it still was painful, but I don't think this is gout. Yeah, because it's not gout. It's more of just the strain, the sudden strain of walking so much, right? Then my foot was hurting, and then the way to the yakiniku was 20 minutes walk away. It was a 20-minute walk. And everybody was like, "Oh no, but Octavio's foot hurts, so let's just take the train instead." And even the managers were like, "Yeah, oh no, you can't walk because his foot hurts. Just take the train, it's fine." We went to the train. However, the train was so packed. And I was like, "You know what? Let's just walk. Fine, it's fine." And then, yeah, we can walk. We can stop whenever you want. We can go slow. And okay. Oh, here's one thing I noticed. I don't know if Ruse even noticed or anything. Here's the thing, okay? Ruse's stride is so wide, and me and Ruse go to work every day. At the same time, we go on the same train, and then and then most times we go home at the same time as well. But Ruse's stride is so much bigger than mine. He has big muscles. His legs are bigger and muscly. And mine is like thinner, and I'm shorter than him. So just by default, I like walk slower than him. And it was so funny because I know he wants to get to his destination faster, but I'm slow. Okay, I'm slower. And then I noticed that like Ruse maybe consciously or subconsciously had to slow down at one point. I was like, thank God, thank you, thank you. His casual walk is probably my power walk. Yeah. So that's cool. So we walked towards the destination that Axel said, slower than I guess what they wanted. Of course, I mean my foot hurt. I'm sorry. And then we reached a destination, but I think Axel just woke up. It's either he just woke up or it's just getting ready to go out, right? But we're already there at the place, around that place. And I was like, guys, we need to go inside because it's heckin' cold. If we're gonna wait for Axel for like 30 minutes, then we need to find some place to chill that's warm. And Gerard was like, "Oh, look, there's a cafe there. Maybe we can go there inside that cafe." And we were like, "Okay, yeah, go check." And so he went towards the cafe in the distance. And what me, Ruse, and Gibby did was we hid from him. We went to like this side building where we just went inside like a little building to the side of us, and it was like, let's hide from Gerard. And so he came back like, "Mother fluffers, I thought you left me." But anyway, so after that, I was like, nah, the cafe is pretty. There's no seating for 4 people. Let's go someplace else. Then we found like a little. I don't know if it's a mall or anything. Didn't seem like a mall. It seemed like a little office building. Honestly, y'all are evil. Seemed like an office building. And then we went inside there, and then ooh yeah, it was warm, of course. And then we just chilled at like a corner. There was a corner there which didn't specifically had seats, but it was sittable. And so we sat and we just chilled there for like 15 minutes. Then Gibby suddenly had a side quest. Gibby was like, let me explore this place a little bit. Also find a toilet. And okay. And then he was gone for like so long. And I was like, where the hell is Gibby? Where's Gibby? And then he came back and he bought something. And you know what he bought? You know those things that it's kind of like, you know those clothing items that kind of work as masks? Like you put them over your neck and the back of your neck and they wrap around your face that act as masks. So he bought that. However, it was so funny when he wore it because scarf. I don't know. It's not a scarf. What's a balaclava? Let me check balaclava. No, not a balaclava. Head warmer, neck warmer, snood. What's a snood? Kind of like a snood, but less. Kind of like a snood. Yeah, if you search for snood and the first thing that Nike Academy Dry Fit Soccer Snood, kind of like that, right? Kind of like that. And it was so funny when he was wearing it. He was, you know, there were people around us, right? There were like office people around us, and then of course we were kind of loud, right? And when he was wearing it, he just put it over his head. He just put it over his whole head, and it looked like a criminal. He's like, no, wear properly, don't. He just looked like a criminal with his whole face like covered by the snood. No, wear properly. And I'm like, bro, look at this. And he just went. Stop it. And then the guy next to us, there was a guy next to us. I don't know. And he was like, he kept looking at us. He was like, he looked at us and was like, and then he looked again. I was like, and then he looked one more time, and finally he just stood up and just went away. Yeah, he got mad because we were so noisy. And then finally Axel replied, is like, oh yeah, go to this yakiniku place at this place. And we're like, what? So it's not here? It's not anywhere here? It's further in? And it's like, yeah. And then we checked the Google Maps and like 20-minute walk away. It was another 20-minute walk away. And I was like, guys, I can't. I don't want to walk anymore. I can't. We need to stop. And so we hired a taxi. We hired a taxi, which was my first time riding a taxi in Japan. And the taxis in Japan are pretty great. They're pretty great. Yeah. So we got a taxi. Now here's what's funny. In the middle of the taxi ride, Axel messaged and was like, oh, I'm sorry, I sent you the wrong address. Here's the actual address. And so, Ruse was in the front seat, and he had the job of telling the taxi driver like, oh, I'm sorry, can we change the address? Can we change the address? And the taxi driver was polite and fine, and they changed the address. And so we were able to get to the destination. And I'm like, and I think we were on that cab ride for like 20 minutes. Yeah, the cab ride itself was 20 minutes. Bros, I'm not sure we would have been able to walk that. If it's 20 minutes on a cab, how much is it walking, right? It's probably an hour of walking. If the cab ride ended up being 20 minutes. So we got there, had some yakiniku. There wasn't any traffic. I wouldn't consider that traffic, considering what I know about traffic. It was pretty smooth. And then we got there, we had some yakiniku. That's my first time having yakiniku. Holy crap. Oh, it was so good. Here is my big complaint, though, right? About yakiniku with these specific people with me. Now, whenever we have samgyup in South Elysium, it's you pay for the samgyeopsal, right? And then you do your absolute best to fit in as much meat in your stomach as you can with the amount of money that you pay, right? However, when I was eating with these people, they were just casually eating meat. They were like eating one piece of meat every 10 minutes. Like, what is going on? Now, I was in the middle. I was the one cooking because I was in the middle, you know, because I was the one closest to the grill. And I was putting all the meat on the grill. And then they were just... You guys are eating this meat so slow. What is going on? And of course, we were talking, right? We were talking, but you know, you can talk and you can eat at the same time. You can do that. You can eat your meat and then keep talking, and then keep eating meat. And you know, because they were eating so slow, I was also consciously being like, oh, okay, wait, they just ate just one piece of meat. I'll eat one piece of meat too. I don't wanna like finish all the meat on the grill, and they suddenly realize, oh, there's no more food. There's no more food on the grill. We need to order more. It's a whole thing. And you know, what? So we had yakiniku, and I basically came out of it still hungry. It's like, and in my mind I was like, this was a bit expensive. I can't believe I came out of yakiniku a little bit, still a little bit hungry. And here's a thing. So in South Elysium, at least from what I know, is that when we have like samgyup or whatever, this type of food, we only have one drink, right? We just buy one drink. We don't even buy a drink. We just have one cup of water, right? Just one cup of water, and that's it. But I don't know if this is just a cultural thing, but is it a thing for others to buy like 3 drinks throughout the whole meal? Huh? Like, I think Ruse bought like 2 to 3 drinks. Gibby bought 3 drinks, maybe. And of course me, monkey brain, I was like, you know, do as the locals do. I'm like, I mean, they're technically not local, but you know, we were there. I was like, okay, let me buy 2 drinks then as well. I finished my 1 drink, then I bought another drink. Okay, sure. And then I'm like, huh? What? Why are we not maximizing the meat? Why are we drinking so much? We went here for yakiniku, not drinking. So yeah, that's what I did. I'm like, oh. And I was like, maybe it's disrespectful to stuff your stomach with meat in a yakiniku or something like that. But I'm like, bro, it's expensive. We need to eat. But anyway, I gave into the peer pressure. I didn't eat as much as I wanted, and I drank a bit too much, and we talked a lot. Okay, so cool. However, the meat was really good though. It was really good. I have to say, I want to go yakiniku again. Maybe go alone this time, so I can actually eat. When that was over, we went to a British pub. Funny. Went to a British pub. Yeah. We went underground, and then we opened the door, and I was like, whoa, we're suddenly in a different country. Suddenly a different country, and I'm pretty sure everyone that was there was British. I was like, huh? Oh, nice. A lot of British people suddenly. Pip, pip, cheerio. Went to a British pub. And true enough, right? True enough, Axel was still hungry. True enough, he was still hungry. Because he didn't eat a lot of meat. He ordered fish and chips. And then the others ordered more drinks. I'm like, more drinks? And I didn't want to order. I didn't want to order a drink because we already drank a lot. My God. And then they did a cheers, and I didn't have a drink. I just put my hand out. I didn't have a drink. Cheers, and and then Axel bought me a milk. Axel bought me a milk. So a Kahlua milk or something like that. Kahlua milk. So I had my milk, and we cheered. We did a cheer. Yeah, milk, like a small milk. Yeah, it was like I looked at Gerard. Like, this is what you're supposed to order. I think Gerard ordered like a screwdriver or something. Then I drank a little bit of that screwdriver. Like, this is just an orange juice, bro. Just an orange juice. Even my Kahlua milk tasted more of alcohol than that orange juice. Then, yeah, mine was milk, a small glass of milk with whipped cream. A small glass of milk with whipped cream, and which was great, actually. Really good. Yeah, Kahlua milk. And so Axel has fish and chips, and then we drank, and then Axel was like, okay, wanna go to a cafe? You know, he called it a concept cafe. He didn't want to say maid cafe. It's a concept cafe. Technically, yeah, it is. It is a concept cafe, but it was kind of like a maid cafe still, in a way. But it was still a maid cafe, but a different type of flavor, right? There was a concept. Honestly, the concept was really cool, I have to say. I don't know how much everyone has told about this concept, but I don't know. I don't want to overshare if I don't need to. But there was a concept. It was a cool concept. What a great concept. And what's funny is, so I think the system was for each person you can do something with the servers there. For example, you can have a picture taken, like a checky or whatever. You can buy them a drink, or you can have them sing. You can have them sing, amongst other things, right? And what I chose is have them sing. Right? Have them sing. But then Axel was like, oh, by the way, this guy sings as well. By the way, this guy's a good singer as well. And they're like, oh. And they were like, hey, sing too. And apparently there's an additional payment for me to sing. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Why am I singing? You should pay me. I should work here. And so I sang. Like, what the heck? I'm singing at this concept cafe. What's going on? What song? Here's the thing. I didn't even suggest this. It's the servers that suggested this. And they said they were like Karakuri Pierrot. You know? It's like, oh my god, that's so in theme. They sensed that I was a puppeteer. Yeah. They sensed I was a puppeteer. So we duetted the Karakuri Pierrot song. That's pretty cool. Then the others got their checky and we talked and stuff. I didn't really talk to any of them because our sitting arrangement was kind of weird. You know, Gerard was on the side. So we were in a row of 3. Gerard was on the side, so he was able to talk directly to server there to the right. And then to the left of me was Ruse. He was able to talk to a server to the left. And I was in the middle, and there was a table in front of us. So I really wasn't next to any server or something like that. Oh, by the way, this is a really cool, like, cafe. It's not... Don't think it's anything weird, okay? It's a really cool concept. I actually feel like I was in some sort of anime being there because the whole place was really nice and classy, right? The ambience was really good. The costumes were also just really like classy and cool too. So I was just in the middle and I didn't really talk to anyone. I was just observing everyone and cool. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I don't really want to talk to people. Then Axel also... No, Axel was mostly... Axel was mostly... babysitting Gibby. Because Axel was next to Gibby. And all I have to say was Gibby in that concept cafe, right? Where everything looked super cool, super nice and classy. And I felt like I was in an anime. Gibby was my entertainment. That's all I have to say. Go Bullet was our entertainment, for sure. He was the star of the show. Yep, he was the star of the show. He was he was fist bumping everybody. He was fist bumping everybody every 5 seconds. Like, hey, fist bump, fist bump, fist bump. Right? Everybody, even me. Every one of us. And every 5 minutes of like, bros, I love all of you. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Guys, I love you. Like, okay. And Ruse every 5 minutes like, I love myself too. Yeah. But yeah, it was funny. And yeah, love bombing drunk. And Axel was babysitting but also enabling. In a way, it's a fine balance between enabling and babysitting. But I don't really want to talk too much about what Gibby was doing. I'd rather Gibby talk more about it himself. I don't know when he's gonna do a Zatsu stream of what he did. I don't know if he even remembers. He says he remembers, but I'm not quite sure. But all I have to say is that after that, there was a lot of hand-holding. We finally got outside the Concept Cafe. We said goodbye. And then we all had to, at some point, hold Gibby's hand because he keeps running away. He keeps running away. We turn a corner and he just goes straight. Right? We're just standing at, a side of the street, and he just suddenly walks full, like, power walking in one direction. And I'm like, Gerard, bro, I can't. My foot hurts. And so Gerard is the one that runs towards him and brings him back, holds his hand, and comes back. Right? Yeah, he's doing a Zoro from One Piece. He kept doing that. But yeah, and also he was spouting words. He was saying words, all right. In the streets of Japan, he was saying a bunch of words. A bunch of words. I can't say the types of the kind of words that he was saying. I mean, the words are pretty okay, but they're still words. He was saying words. That can be said on stream. It's just I want him to say it to you. So he was saying words. And then we finally went back to the station, and me and Ruse finally got back and got home, and that was like 12 to 1 midnight. And I slept. Will he even remember? He says he remembers, but no. We'll see. So after that, I can't really talk much after that. A bunch of work stuff. And all I have to say is that today is when I kind of got done with, the main thing I went here for. And I am happy that tomorrow is technically tomorrow is a free day for me, but we're going to be doing holo marches. And we're already planning some other off collabs in the coming days. Right? I pitched like a Monster Hunter Wilds off collab. Like it's not like we're going to be playing all on different PCs, for Monster Hunter Wilds, but it's more of like there's just one PC and then we just take turns playing the game. Like we're just in one room. Maybe some pizza, right? Then tomorrow's holo marches. Hopefully there's pizza as well. And a bunch of cool stuff. So look forward to that. Also look forward to next week. Was it next week? The thing that was teased. Yeah, kind of like a LAN party, but just one PC. Yeah, just one PC, and we're just gonna do our own things in the background. Maybe talk with them like, ooh, that's cool, right? Maybe tell some stories or while playing Monster Hunter Wilds while taking turns. That'd be cool. But yeah. Hopefully this week I'll get more stories to tell you. Now that I'm not just doing work. But like I said, past few days I've just been going home at 10 p.m. I really wanted to try the KFC here, but it's always closed. I really wanted to see if there's anything different about the KFC here, but it's always so late. I always go home late because, don't they always do KFC like in the Christmas here? So I want to try the KFC. Yeah, Gerard said there's no gravy. I'm like, what? Then what do they have? Then I asked Jellymane how the KFC is here. Then he was like, do they? I don't think they even have rice. And I'm like, what? Then what do they have? Just chicken? Huh? What, you just sell chicken? Chicken in a box? Is that it? So weird. At least put rice, bro. Oh wait. By the way, I found a grocery. Oh. Here's another thing that I was stressing about. I wanted to go to I wanted to stop doing konbini for a bit and go to a grocery instead. And maybe buy some food that I can cook. And that's what I cooked this morning. Which was the curry rice, right? But my first go through to the grocery was I went to the grocery and then I saw that the only way, at least a primary way to check out was self-service. It was a self-service kiosk where you scan your own barcodes, put your own stuff in a plastic and go out. Yeah, like a self-checkout. And I was stressing because I was looking at I kept going back and forth where the monitors were for the kiosks. And I was looking at, it's all in Japanese. I was like, oh man. And there was one employee just generally like overseeing everything, just looking at people if ever they need help. I was like, oh no. And I already had something in my basket. I was like, there's no turning back now. I have something in my basket. I will eventually have to go through this self-service kiosk. And so I went around, bought a bunch of stuff, and that's when I realized that sushi becomes half off in the evening. So I got this box of sushi with like 15 different pieces of sushi, different fish. I don't know what they are, but there was a lot, and it cost me from 1,200 yen, it became 600 yen, or 15 goddamn pieces of sushi. That looked really good too. So I got that. And I was like, so that's why the sushi counter is always empty. So that's why it's always empty. Because people get all of it. And so I want to go back tomorrow and see my luck, right? That's a steal. Oh, hell yeah, that's a steal. I converted it to South Elysian coins. What? 230 South Elysian coins for 15 pieces of sushi? That's insane. Non-compost mentis. Then I looked around and also got like half-price bread. Then I got some noodles. I bought some eggs because I wanted to cook some eggs as well. I also bought rice, like a one kilogram of rice, and some energy drinks. The energy drink that's like in a jelly packet. I bought some of those. I bought strawberries. Holy crap, bro! This is my first time eating Japanese strawberries, and I have to say, I was right that Baguio strawberries suck. They suck. And those are our best strawberries. They suck. Right? Our best strawberries suck. You know? Our best strawberries in South Elysium are 2 out of 10. The rest are 1 or 0 out of 10. But then I bought these strawberries, and these weren't special strawberries. These didn't look like expensive strawberries or something like that. They were just store-bought, grocery-bought strawberries, right? And then I sat down in my room and took a bite out of one, and I was like, oh my god, it's sweet! It's sweet! I was like, yes! Yes, it's sweet! That's the thing. Like, all the strawberries I've ever tasted in my life are sour. They become sweet if I add sugar to it, right? They become sweet only if I add sugar and put them in milk or something. That's how they become sweet. Or the only other sweet strawberries are artificial strawberries, like in shakes or whatever. And then I take a bite out of these strawberries. They are a little sour, but they're more sweet. Right? Oh, yes. I ate so much strawberries. I don't eat a lot of strawberries. Usually, if you, for example, you buy like 1 kilo of strawberries in like for example, my mom buys like a kilo of strawberries in Baguio, right? And she offers me strawberries. I just eat one, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm okay if those rot in the ref. You know, I eat one, and you know the rest can rot if you don't eat it. It's fine, right? But these, I ate like 3/4 of it. That's like 10 pieces, maybe. Like 10 pieces of strawberries during my dinner. I ate like 9 to 10 pieces of strawberries after dinner. It's that good. I was just munching on them. And these strawberries weren't small. They were big. They were really big. They looked mutated, honestly. But I didn't eat those 10 strawberries in one sitting. I was just eating it throughout the night. It was just out on my counter, and I was like doing stuff, doing some work on my laptop, and then right? Oh, so this is what a real strawberry tastes like, right? I thought strawberries were sour, so I was confused on why a lot of people love it. Right? True. It's funny how even if the strawberries in South Elysium are terrible, that they still have a big fandom. Like, talk about giving the most minimum effort into something and still having a die-hard like fandom, right? That's what strawberries in South Elysium are. They give the absolute minimum in taste, in size, and everything, and then people still are willing to die on the hill for it, you know? Meanwhile, these Japanese strawberries are like are min-maxing their growth. I'm gonna min-max my growth here. I was like, ooh, no. True, you're right. Most of the fandom of the strawberries here are because of the looks, because it looks really nice, right? Fandom. Support local. That whatever. Not strawberries. We can support local, just not the strawberries. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. You know, strawberry farmers out there, you know, you deserve a living by selling your strawberries, but I'm sorry. It's just they suck. I'm sorry. They suck. I'm happy for you that you have a big fandom though that buys your strawberries, but I'm sorry, you know? They suck. So, strawberries here in Japan are great. Love it. I'm gonna buy more maybe tomorrow. After Holo Marches, I'm gonna go to the grocery and buy more strawberries. Then what else? Here's the thing. I bought a bunch of eggs, right? But then I don't know what cooking oil looks like here. Excuse me. Any Japanese people here? What does the cooking oil look here? What am I supposed to find? What kind of packaging am I supposed to look at? I just want like a small container for cooking oil. Just look for the kanji. Just a small container for cooking oil because I'm not gonna be here for long. I don't wanna bring that home. They look like oil, and then I'm plastic. Are they in plastic bottles? Or they're probably not in those like packets, right? Google Lens your friend. Yeah, but when you're looking at an aisle of a bunch of like 100 kinds of things, I don't want to be Google Lensing each and every one of them. What does oil look like? They look like. Yeah. Have you seen the packaging here? Have you seen the packaging of things here in Japan? There's so many things, so many colors, so many words everywhere. You can barely see the item. You can barely see what the food looks like because of all the graphics. Graphics are my passion, bro. Just look at the price. Why? Oh, there we go. Whitish clear plastic bottles. Whitish clear. Okay. It's by Butter then? Butter then? Okay. Whitish clear. Ate cat food because he thought it was tuna. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look for whitish clear semi-transparent bottles. Alright. Alright. Hopefully I don't buy cat food. Surely the cat food will have a cat, right? In its packaging? Surely. You know, even the rice, I was so confused. I was so confused when I was buying the rice. I was like, wait. Which here is normal rice? I was even looking at the shapes of the rice. I'm like, these don't look like the rice that I'm used to. Why are they more circular rather than like oblong? Uh-huh. Anyway, I got the rice. The rice is really good. The rice that I bought was the cheapest rice. I just looked up the price. I saw the different types of rice. 1,680 yen, 1,280. I got the 1,100 yen. So I got that. And it's great. Tastes good. Love it. It's short-grained. Ah, so that's why. He bought a lot of groceries during stay in JP. Yeah, I'll ask Henry as well. Cat food. Nabili ko meow. But yeah, grocery is fun. I actually want to go back tomorrow. I love Konbini, but you know, I also kind of don't want to just load up on Konbini food forever. Now this stove here is also a completely different predicament. It's a whole different beast. I don't know how this stove works. Okay? Does anybody know what a Takara standard? Does anybody know how to use a Takara standard stove? It's not an induction stove. It's a gas stove called Takara standard. And I'm used to stoves having a circular like knob, right? But this has a lever. It's just lever. It's a lever. And I'm not sure how it works. And it also has like a fish griller. It has a fish griller. It's a stove with a fish griller. What? I have tried looking online and there are no tutorials for it. There are no tutorials, and that's what's crazy, right? There's nothing on YouTube. I want to cook, but I don't want to burn this house down, you know? I don't want to burn this house down. Like, I'm pretty sure I know how to turn it on. It's just turning it off that's confusing me. Because there's a button that you press to get the little spark thing going, tick, 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 right? And then I'm gonna assume I turn the lever up to like get the fire going. But my question is how to turn it off. I don't know. It's a press type. It's a lever type. I don't. Yeah, I should just ask Mana-san. I will. I'll ask first before doing it. Then I asked Gerard, I asked Ruse, and no, I'm not touching that, bro. I'm not touching that. I am not messing with that. I'm like, okay, god damn it. So tomorrow, this is my plan. I'm gonna get some cooking oil. Then I'm maybe gonna buy some meat, maybe some fish. Then I'm gonna try cooking. So, and I'll report my findings tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask. No, you're right. I shouldn't ask Gerard for cooking advice. Nope, you're right. Okay. Okay, but I think that's it for me for now. I probably have more stories to tell, but I'd rather tell them once I can actually talk about work stuff, you know, once the things that we're working on are finally in your hands. That's when I can talk more about it. But for now, it's just that. Don't really have too much experiences so far, aside from me going out with, you know, Axel and the boys. But more Xenokuni stories in the future. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be doing more streams as well with this setup. But yeah. But everybody, wait, let me just check here. Koda Bor, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. Nifafa for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Key, don't say you don't deserve it because you definitely do. Thank you so much. Nasu for the 14 months. Felix Wolf for the 1 year. 1 year with you, Maestro. Hope the days have been treating you well and kindly. Thank you for your hard work. Your efforts inspire this little puppet here a lot. Thank you. I'm glad you're you can get a little bit of inspiration from our antics. Nifafa for the blow up puppet, 9 months. I'm just realized I'm 9 months. I'm gonna be delivered soon. Enjoy your time in Japan, Xenokuni. Get delivered. And Bubby Gator for 14 months. Hope you're enjoying Xenokuni. Yes, I am. Definitely. All right. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see each other again and again. Until infinity. Goodbye. Oh. I don't have my outro. So, just kidding, let me control you!